Okay, good afternoon and welcome everybody to the, I'm just trying to get this right, the Social Care and Tackling Poverty Service Transformation Committee. And this is our inaugural meeting of the municipal year. Thanks for your attendance. Okay, first item on the agenda today is apologies for absence.
Apologies from Councillor Leslie Walton.
Thanks, Alison. Then with disclosures of personal prejudice, I'll say that again. Disclosures of personal prejudicial interests is item 2. Okay, and then item 3 is the minutes. To approve and sign the minutes of the previous meeting as a correct record. So that was the 18th of May, which followed the council on that day. I'd be happy to move those. Thank you, Anna. Somebody happy to second those? Yeah, thanks, Angela. Okay, in terms of reference for information, and then we're on to item 5, which is the work plan discussions. So we've obviously had meetings before today's meeting with the senior leadership in social care and tackling poverty, and we've got an outline of items to bring forward for the committee for this year. So this is going to be a very short meeting today, as some of you may or may not be aware. The first meeting is just to agree the work plan. We can't actually do any work until the committee has voted the work plan into being. So that's the purpose of the meeting today. It's simply to do that. So it will be a short meeting. So it's just what we're going to do is I'll read through those lists, the list of the items that we think we can bring through, and then committee members will have an opportunity to ask any questions, and then we'll have a show of hands to agree the work plan, and that will be the end of today's meeting effectively. Okay, apart from looking at the date of future meetings. Okay, so without any further ado, I'll talk them through. So these are the items that we're looking to bring forward to the committee for the next year. So the first one is the volunteer strategy. So obviously you're aware, those of you that were in the committee last year, that this is something that we took right the way through, didn't quite get it over the line. So we're bringing it back to the committee to do that, really, for a bit of oversight and sign off. It's very well established. We're quite a long way down the road now. We've done an awful lot of work, and the officers and SCVS have over the past 12 to 18 months. So that's the first item that we're bringing back, which I think is right and proper that it comes back here, and I'm really pleased to see that through. Second item then will be looking at special guardianship. So the proposal is that we would bring that year for the policy refresh. I can see that Dave House has joined us. Dave, if you want to come in and add anything, please do at any time. So just a policy refresh on special guardianship for the local authority. When I'm ready, which is a leaving care, my understanding is that when I'm ready is a strategy from Welsh Government around leaving care. So a policy refresh for us around that. Short breaks. So a statement of purpose is required from the committee, or oversight of a statement of purpose for the short breaks, which is obviously around parent and care of children and young people looked after. Levelling up. So this is looking at establishing a criteria for the funding applications for the extra £1 million that's been agreed, that's been provided with the levelling up fund. Tackling poverty strategy. Enabling and promoting independence, assistive technology implementation and growth of telecare options. That is the last but one item. And then finally, looking at an internal residential care provision model of delivery and producing a statement of purpose to that end. Okay. I hope I got all of those correct. If anybody would want to come in at this point, if I haven't got all of those things correct, if you're happy with all of those, that's fine. Yeah, nobody's indicating, that's absolutely fine. So it's just for us really as a committee to ask any questions if you've got any, make any points. If there aren't any, then we'll just move to a vote to adopt these items as part of the work plan for 2023-2024. Anybody got any comments or questions on any of those items? Dave, do you want to come in?
Yeah, apologies for being late, Chair. Only observation is that's a hefty programme of work for the committee. So we're going to have to I know we came up with some ideas if the committee's happy in general with the areas, you know, how we timetable them to make sure that your meetings are purposeful and that there are products, you know, coming through the pipeline for the committee to debate and add to, etc. But also to make sure that it's manageable for officers. So it's all work that we need to do. Whether you'll manage to get through all of it in this current year or whether it will need to be, you know, beyond that into a future year's programme as well, probably just need to do a bit more work on checking that it's a realistic ask for all of us.
Yes, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I think that's an important point and something we'll return to, I'm sure. Okay, if there aren't any other comments or queries on that or questions, we'll move to the vote. So for those of the committee members here today, show of hands, everybody happy with the proposed work plan? Yeah, okay, it's unanimous. Okay, that's great, thanks very much. So moving on to item 6 on the agenda, then the final item, which is the date of time of future meeting. So as I'm sure you're all aware, we've moved to a timescales of a meeting every 6 weeks as opposed to every 4 weeks, as was the case last year in the PDCs. So the next meeting will be on the 24th of July, and then 6 weeks thereafter until the 8th of April 2024, which will be the last meeting of the municipal year. And as I say, the next meeting is the 24th of July. At 3:30 it's saying at the minute, but we can change that to 4 p.m, which is what the PDC was previously, if people are happy with that, if it provides people a little bit more flexibility to get online or get down to the Guildhall. I think that's something we did do last year. I don't know if anybody has a view on that. Councillor O'Connor, did you want to come in?
Yeah, sorry, it might be better for me at 4 personally, but I don't know what other people think.
Yeah, I personally would find it hard. I'd be happy with it at 4. Comes, you okay with that, Alan? Yeah.
Change the 24th.
To 4 p.m. Yeah, are you okay with that, Councillor Lawson? Yeah, okay, great. We'll move that to 4 p.m. then. That's great. And all meetings thereafter at 4 p.m. Yeah. Okay, that's great. So as I mentioned, so the next meeting will be, just to confirm, Monday the 24th of July at 4 p.m. Okay, that's great. Thanks very much for your attendance, and we'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.